All right, y'all, bear with me on this video, man. It's a little windy out here, but we're gonna get through it. So I had a real conversation with myself the other day, man. I had to ask myself, how many times am I gonna choose comfort? How many times am I gonna choose playing it safe over taking a risk, right? And this is a real easy conversation to have. It's a lot easier said than done about taking risks. We could talk about it all day. It sounds fancy, it sounds nice, it sounds bold and brave, right? But when we weigh the cost, like what our human mind loves to do, weigh the cost, weigh the failures, weigh the mistakes, right? What taking a risk may mean. And taking a risk in any situation, any form or facet, whether that be a financial risk, whether that's leaving or getting into a new relationship, whether that's leaving where you're from, leaving your home, moving out of state, quitting your job, starting that business, moving to a new job, whatever it may be. There's so many things that we have to assess before we do it, or that we choose to assess before we make these moves, right? Which is smart. It's smart, it can be good, but when I sit back and I really just think about my life personally, it's just like speaking on me. It's so many things I wish I would have gave my all to. I wish I would have just stepped all the way out there on. And there's things that I've stepped all the way out there on, and I'm so glad I did it. Like moving out of my hometown. I left my hometown with no family. I just left. The place I moved to, I had nobody here but me. And it was the greatest decision I ever made in my life. I still stick by that. And this was about almost 5 years ago now. And there's other things in my life, bro, where I look back like, damn, I wish I would have gave it my all. I wish I would have just put my best foot forward instead of being afraid to fail, right? Because we think about failure, we think about how somebody else may look at us, how we gonna feel about ourselves, if we mess up or fail. Just so many things that can play a factor into why we won't take any risk, why we won't do anything. And we are hardwired, we are designed to want safety, to want protection, to want security, and to know that something's gonna come continuously. It's like quitting a job. You think about quitting your job, right? Until that paycheck comes, and you're like, oh, I can do it a little bit longer. And it's gonna be that constant cycle of just being miserable all the time, or just waiting on your check, and then when it hit, it's like you're getting rocked to sleep, you're getting rocked back to sleep. It's like, it's only there to trick you, to confuse you, to make you think what you was doing was worth it, but you would really much rather be doing something with your time that really fulfills you, that makes you happy, that makes you better. Money is good, we all love money. Money come and go. But it's an understanding that you gotta do the thing that make you feel alive, man. We really gotta do that. We can't keep playing it safe. We can't keep playing it safe. And I tell myself this every day, like, when is the right time to take that jump? When is the right time to take that leap? And we hear this all the time, bro. Sometimes there is no right time. You just got to do it. You just have to do it. And sometimes that's when, like, the best outcomes come, when you just jump at something. You just take that leap. It's when you learn the most lessons. When you learn more about yourself, who you really are, how strong you really are, what you can endure, what you can strive for, what you can accomplish, just by taking a risk, bro. And sometimes the risk, I don't even want to say, see, risk is just one element of it. It's just one element of it. But I'm saying, like, choosing comfort. And when I say choosing comfort, I'm saying, like, how many times, bro, have you got home off of work or just doing something and you got right on your phone, right on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. You jump on the game. You hopping on 2K, Madden, GTA, whatever it is you play. Instead of doing that thing, working towards your dream, making that content, working on that business, making them clothes, making that art, painting, whatever it is you do that you want to pursue, you chose comfort over that. That's how we betray ourselves every day, slowly but surely. And if we do that consistently over time, we're going to get to a point where we look back at our lives and be like, damn, I spent so much time choosing comfort and pleasure over just putting that little bit of work in, at least 10 to 30 minutes. I could at least get 30 minutes I had to do it the whole night. I could at least did 30 minutes, but instead I chose to waste time scrolling, looking at other people's opinions, looking at other people's ideas, they lives, playing the game. And I'm not knocking none of that, but I'm saying it's a time for everything. Make sure you're devoting that time to yourself, taking that risk on you, putting your energy and your power back into you. And this is something I'm really being a lot more intentional about, bro. It's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of things out here that can knock us off our game. But understand, you bigger, you more powerful, your mind, and all of that is stronger than any of this out here in this world, bro. Any other BS out in the world, you are bigger and stronger than that. Can't keep choosing comfort. Can't keep choosing comfort. You gotta take a risk on something, man. Whatever it is. If you're ready to leave home, you're ready to get a new place, get a new house, a new apartment, just do it. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. Leave that job, get a new one. You are not stuck. I know this is easy talk. This is easy to say, but when you really just think about it, understand, think about your life. If you still here alive today, you got a phone, you got somewhere to stay, you got a car, whatever, you got something. You've always been okay. No matter what happened, you've always been okay. You've always figured your way out of a situation. You still here on this earth, you still got life. Ain't nothing happened to you, you ain't lost your life. Especially if you healthy, man. You healthy, man, if you healthy, you ain't got no kids. People like us, bro, we ain't got no excuse not to be taking no risks right now. None at all. What's the worst that can happen if we mess up? If you have no dependents, you ain't got no, and when I say real responsibilities, to me, a real responsibility is a child. I don't consider, rent, bills, that's a real responsibility too, but I'm talking about life or death situations like children or marriages, things like that. You can take real risk. But this go for anybody, bro. Even people with kids, I'm just saying the risk would be easier for somebody who ain't got as much to lose. But even if you got something to lose, bro, that may be a bigger motivational factor for you. You might want to go harder for your children. You might want to go harder for your loved ones, for your mother, your father, your spouse, whatever that may be. Take that risk, but always put you first. Trust in what you got going. Trust yourself. And like I said, man, everything I say is a message to myself. So when I make these videos, they really be for me. And I just hope somebody else can connect. They got a helicopter going over there, so I'm about to get up out of here, man. But yeah, man, that's all I have for y'all today. Hopefully it resonated with somebody. Hopefully it stuck with somebody. And that's all I got, man. Y'all stay up and stay blessed.